Hey everyone, picking up where I left off. So last episode we formed a tributary with our nearest neighbors. We crushed them. Took a little while, but we got it. So I'm kind of happy about that. So this episode I am hopefully going to set up to make these guys a tributary too. Our remaining hostile neighbors. So what I'll do is I will return this fleet to my shipyard and the army that it is attached to. I can also form, or not form, I can also create another star base. And I think I'm going to make it at Bagel. Not that a star base is going to really stop the Fallen Empire from crushing me, but I'll just have one there. I'd put it at Uzmara, but Uzmara is going to be the front for the next war, so I don't really need a starbase there. It's kind of repetitive. My planet's almost already fully developed. I guess what I could do... Oh, there we go. That was quick. I'm firing some of my really old leaders because they're going to die soon, and I'd rather not be caught unaware that I need new leaders. So 79, 82, 74. Let's replace you. I'll keep some of them around, because my leaders will live kind of a long time. But some of these research-focused leaders can just... Alright, that's all the energy credits I really had for that. Researching some of the debris and speed the time back up.
Debris analyzed.
Alright, so these guys we can go to war with in 9 years. It's 10 years since the last war. So what I'm going to do is go into the ship designer and design me a laser boat.
Analyzed.
Not all that interesting, but we should have the best ships we can possibly have going into these battles. Seriously?
Construction complete.
They're being really annoying with the naming. There we go. Let's get rid of this. There's our cruiser. We have another starbase.
Debris analyzed.
We also can do fleet academies. So actually, let me hold off a sec and Naval Logistics Office. Oh, Black Hole Observatory. Yeah, we'll do that instead. Alright, so let's research this anomaly. Might as well. Let's just teleport there. So the Naval Logistics Office just makes the anchored stations more efficient.
Construction complete.
Which I certainly don't mind. So they're still inferior to us. Soon, we're only going to border white, which will be a little awkward. I don't see that there's any teleport wormholes or anything that we can capture. And only bordering white will basically be blocked for any future expansion, which is a little weird.
Situation log updated.
Alright, so we have an automated shipyard that we can repair. We actually lost our construction ship, so let's go ahead and make another construction ship. It's useful to have one of those usually. I'm going to cancel my defensive pact with these guys. We no longer need it, and we're paying for it in influence, so let's get rid of it. Partially because they are they're basically our limit to future expansion. So if we had a defensive pact with them, we would essentially be limiting our expansionism. Because once we absorb brown here, white's in the way. And we'll make white a tributary as well. They're also inferior to us, so that kind of works. But what I might need to do is make a claim at Bax, so that we own something that borders white. And I'll have to remember to continually do that. And it will cost a lot of influence to be able to jump like that, but it's going to be important in the long run. Alright, so this construction ship can go do the automated shipyard. Sacred Nexus will give us more unity. I don't even know what else was being offered. But it's one of those, like, I know I want more unity, so I'm always going to pick that. Making claims on these guys. There isn't much I want to claim on them. I don't really want more territory than I already have. I'm happy with all the territory we have here. The only claims I would make are maybe on that wormhole. But I don't want that planet, so I'd have to displace all the people that live there. Which is fine, I guess. That's probably something we'll end up doing. So I'm slowly building up my fleet. Ooh, encountering a new alien. Nice. Let's go ahead and investigate. So these kind of aliens are the NPC non-Empire aliens. And they can provide benefits to you if you...
Situation log updated.
Yeah, this one will provide a little bit of a bump to our minerals once we're done. Which is not bad. They want to declare war on who? Manduasa Nation? I'm gonna vote no because I just don't care. I don't know why they're even asking. They're inviting me, but
amongst themselves.
Because I don't really care. So we just got some new ships. I don't really want any of them, so I'm gonna destroy all of them. And let's adopt prosperity. We also can take mind over matter. Because we've researched the psychic prereqs. Let's get some energy nexus going. Yeah, I forgot to get mind over matter sooner. We could have had it for a little bit of a while now. So if I look at my new leaders, some of them might be psychic. Obviously, none of them are yet. Well, that's cute. But that also satisfies my faction, my spiritualist faction. Let's go ahead and change one of our policies to robotic workers to outlaw. So now my faction will be even happier. So they're happy because I now have mind over matter. So the spiritualist faction is very, very happy and offering me a lot more influence as a result.
System survey complete. Incoming transmission.
No research agreements. Oh, so now, at this point, the Artisan Troop offered me a Ministry of Culture. I now have the 5k to do it. So let's replace this guy with the Ministry of Culture, and this guy with the Psy-Corps. And then there's one more thing that gives me unity that I'll get in a minute. Very, very excited. My unity is about to skyrocket, which is awesome.
The non-believers are fighting amongst themselves.
So I have to wait till 75 to go to war with you. It's already 70. Nice. I'm going to have a very, very full fleet of 60 in a minute. Oh, I screwed up on the ship design. I'll fix that once it's done. That will put me over energy cap, so reactor booster.
System survey complete.
Let's go ahead and jump over these enemies so they don't kill us. Here, I'm going to first make hydroponics bay and then anchorages. So we're relying on a lot of hydroponics to feed our population, which is fine.
Special project complete.
And gain extra minerals from that research. Cool. So as you can see, 5% minerals right there. Oh, we're about to have to pay for a lot of energy stuff. So let's go ahead and contact the Riggins. We want energy credits. We'll pay you in minerals. And this is something I'll do just enough to refresh my curator and artist agreements. Okay, so we can afford to extend that deal. And then the Patron of the Arts we'll have soon, and we'll be able to extend that deal too. So now my armada is fully equipped. I can go to the ship designer and fix that ship mistake. Put in a reactor booster, and apparently have to rename it. This is kind of a weird bug. Alright, so go into my cruisers and retrofit to the new cruisers, and then upgrade that fleet. It's not a problem I usually have.
Incoming transmission.
Sure. Food for minerals, or minerals for food. So I know I just retrofitted really quickly, but if you're wondering how to do that, that's how to do that. You might have to play that back. Oh! I didn't need you.
Our ships have been improved.
Alright, so now if I go to my shipyard, ship designer, I can delete this old one. Now, these cruisers are correct. We just got Durasteel, so I'm going to have to upgrade once again. Ooh, Star Fortress, nice. Ship designer, let's put the Durasteel in. To all of the ships we have. Oh, these even had really old armor. Maybe an afterburner there. Oh, no, can't afford that. Alright, this is a big upgrade, so let's see. We're going from 5.4K to something probably much higher after this upgrade.
Construction complete.
So now my Unity is a lot higher, as you can see. And let's contact the artist to commission an art piece. Oh, for 3,000. I don't have that yet. And let's go and cancel our... Oops. What is it with the Riggins? Cancel this deal. And now we just need
system survey complete.
Some more hydroponics. Oh, we can do hydroponics here. That will help. Three more years until we can declare war on Brown. We're getting there.
Construction complete. Our ships have been improved.
Alright, so another 300 fleet strength out of that. And then also, I'm going to make claims on some far-flung areas, like here, because that borders the Rethelians. So I'm using my massive influence to be able to
Construction
strategize future expansion. That's kind of what I'm doing here. Because for me to make people tributaries, I believe I need to border them. So that's what I'm making sure I do ahead of time. Let's raise the command limit again. And reap in even more unity. So as you can see, my unity is really going crazy now. I have the Psi Core. What does this even do? Produces unity, basically. Yeah. And I'm a teeny little nation, but if I look at the relative power of everyone, even the people that are equivalent to me are still technically weaker to me in fleet power, and sometimes tech, and then everyone else in the galaxy is weaker, measurably, considerably weaker than I am. So even though I just have one little planet, I am a powerhouse. And it really wasn't that hard to do. I had a really expansion limiting start where I didn't have a lot of territory, and I had to fight tooth and nail to gain it, and I had 2 neighbors that allied against me, and even then, wasn't enough. Was not enough. I was able to outplan, outmaneuver, and outconquer even my nearest
Construction complete.
my nearest enemies. So, you know, you should never. A lot of people, what they do, maybe I'm wrong, but a lot of people that I think what they do when they sense that they have a really bad start to the game is they'll just like start a new one until they have a really Ooh, that's a very good leader. Until they have a really ideal system start. And sometimes it's required. Like, I've seen some players be absolutely, totally, incomprehensibly screwed right at the start of the game. But most of the time, there's workable solutions. You just need to find them. Man, that governor is awesome! Production targets just expired. And capacity overload is expired as well. That's actually fine. I really only care about Declare Saint now anyway. Mandate unfulfilled? Yeah, I'm not going to be fulfilling really any of these. Please don't steal my governor. Please don't steal my governor. Alright, so energy output increased by trading hubs is really nice. And additional 5% total. Plus my tax subjects, as you can see, are feeding me quite a bit of energy credits. I would be breaking even right now had I not had this tributary. So it's actually quite important to make tributaries. So these guys are currently at war. Oh, who just gained no. My good governor just became stubborn.
The spirits have granted us new wisdom.
So they're at war with Adex. Hopefully they're not at war too much longer. Let's go ahead and get X-ray lasers and upgrade our energy grid to get a little bit more energy into the grid. Speaking of energy into the grid, let's get capacity overload rolling so we get a lot of energy. So I want to spend it. I'm really excited for Star Fortress because we'll be able to make all of our shipyards and whatnot a little bit bigger, and then also add hydroponic bays to them so that I'm not losing no research equipment, so I'm not losing food. I'm not worried about it quite yet. I'm losing less than 1 per year, and I'm gaining this in 47 months, and I'm losing this in 126 months, so we're fine on that front. Look at all those bonuses. Un-effing believable. Speaking of bonuses, we now have the ability to have psychic people. So soon our leaders... Yeah, there's one that's psychic. In fact... Yeah. I'm going to start recruiting psychic leaders. I want to get 3,000 energy first for a monument, an art project. But then I'll start trying to recruit psychic leaders. Just because I'm trying to min-max my unity. My unity gain is already kind of absurd, but I want it to be even more absurd, if possible. Alright, so we could declare war on these guys, but because they're in the middle of a war with Adex, I'm going to wait until I can demand tribute from Brown. So I gotta be a little patient here. I need their war to be over. And it looks like they are the aggressor? No, they're in the defending... Okay, so they're actually becoming war exhausted pretty soon. Which means that war will come to a close soonish. Oh, my egalitarians aren't very happy. Oh, no, it's just low support. Okay, so now I can afford that art. So let's convish. There we go. And replace it here with an art monument. Oh, that's weird. Okay.
The spirits have granted us new wisdom.
The command limit just went up. Let's go ahead and get genetic modification. Soon we'll be psionic and we won't be able to modify our own genes, so while we still can modify our own genes, we should go ahead and do it. Because it won't be long until that won't be an option anymore. I think what I'm going to do is... You know, actually, no, I'm fine. I was going to go to species and set the rights here to just social welfare. Hell, yeah, I'm going to do it. Saves me a little bit of energy credits, and everyone's already fully happy anyway. So, that's fine. I do have some more space for cruisers here. So we'll roll those off the line. Not that we need them. I think we're considerably stronger than... So I just turned the energy nexus to produce unity as well. And this cell is about to produce unity as well. So we'll have quite the unity farm in a moment. This will be another like 30 to 27. Good. So only 33. We're about halfway done with the Ascension stuff, and we're still getting it really, really rapidly. Which is exciting. I haven't really built this tall and this much unity ever, so this is pretty cool for me. Alright, so their war just ended. Like, literally as I watched that. So, I think, right? Yeah, their war's ended. So I'm going to demand tribute. They're going to decline. And then I'm going to make them a tributary.
The crusade of the righteous begins. Situation log updated.
Oh, nice. And we just got some precursor stuff. So let's go ahead and do that. Every now and then, when there's like no precursor stuff left to discover, you can gain it through just chance and time. I don't know if we have enough army to do the conquering, so I'm going to recruit some additional. Maybe I'll
Heretic
go...
fleet detected.
Yeah, I'll go straight for their fleet. My fleet is so much bigger, it's a joke. And here, my Tributary is actually lending combat support. They're going to join me in battling the neighbors because I own them. And that's what the benefits of ownership are, I guess.
Special project complete.
So while I have my science ship near home, I'm just going to have them do the debris research.
The spirits have granted us new wisdom.
Physics lab. So they're kind of scrambling. They probably have almost no fleets anymore. And I believe my only claim on them is backs. Yes. So when they become a tribute, I'll own backs. Which allows me to claim more tribute type stuff. Alright, so here's their first planet I want to conquer. There's almost no one defending it, so I'm not even going to delay in sending my armies in. And then these other fleets here, I'm going to have rendezvous with my navy.
Debris analyzed.
And have you land. I am analyzing some railguns. Oh, so some of my fleets are going to get cut off here.
Champions are making planetfall.
I'll just replace it.
Protect them.
Alright, so I've already captured their planet. That was fast. You are going to go back to surveying. So they just destroyed some of my ships. Actually, not even fully destroyed it. They just sent them back to retreat. Because they were reinforcing and got caught out in the open. I'd like Elgate stuff, but I'm not going to neglect my war research first, because I don't have access to an Elgate yet. If you don't know what Elgates are, you will in time. Because eventually they'll become relevant. They're one of the newest DLCs to the game. Oh look, a hostile research ship. That's cute. Alright, now it's time to roll up on their homeworld.
System survey complete.
I should be getting... Oh yeah, I already got my bigger stations, didn't I? So now I just have to save up the minerals.
Heretic fleet detected.
Where does this fleet come? Oh, they have allies. Yeah. Okay, so it wasn't just... Yeah, they had allied with some friends, too. So I'll have to really crush. Oh, there's no one on your planet. That's gonna suck for you.
Our champions are making planetfall. May the spirits protect them. Construction complete.
I'm doing a kind of a... Because I'm playing on fastest, I'm doing a little bit of a messy job conquering quickly. But that's fine. Saves me time. So I have some of my armies just kind of getting stopped and crushed and stuff. So I'm going to try to go help now.
System survey complete.
There we go. What is the debris here? Railguns. Yeah, I might as well get that stuff. So this is their last colony. I might still have to keep pummeling them because They've got allies that are propping them up too.
Heretic fleet detected.
And then their heretic fleet, now that I own Wicklar, has nowhere to go. They have to come through me, and that's not going to be all that possible. Because I'm not planning on retreating or anything, and I have a much, much, much more capable, larger fleet than they do. So, they do have some defense force here, more than they had before. Wow, I have a big old army, though. I made way more army ships than I probably needed. Oh, they have another planet that I didn't know about.
The spirits have granted us new wisdom.
Well, that's fine. Advanced shields are probably antimatter. There's no point in having better shields if you can't power them, right? How close? So my other armies kind of behind, but they'll catch up.
Debris
Alright, I
analyzed.
think it's time for me to do some capturing.
Our champions are making planetfall. May the spirits protect them. Our champions have secured.
Easy
a
peasy,
hidden
didn't lose
planet.
anyone. My fleet's almost max size now too. I'm going to repair my fleet because there's a space station here that I can repair at. Now I have a very, very large army fleet. Not a particularly strong one because they're just basic units. They're not like psionic or whatever. Because you know, there was a possibility of me researching psionic army or whatever it was. That'd be pretty cool, but this is enough. All right, so now I have 10 cruisers, 10 corvettes, 15 destroyers, a nice balanced fleet. Oh, there's psionic army. Literally what I'm talking about. I'm going to research less war exhaustion so I can keep these wars going. But prosperity tree is really helping me out now, because now I have a pretty large fleet. And it would be really, really expensive for me to upkeep it, but I have all this research that makes the upkeep cheaper, which is very, very handy. Wanted you to land.
Our champions are making planetfall. May the spirits protect them. Our champions.
Not much of a
have
fight
secured
there.
a hidden planet.
So instead of capping every last
Debris analyzed.
area that they own, I'm going to start going after their allies. Because there's nothing that that Brown can even do now. They don't have a shipyard to even produce ships, and as far as I can tell, they don't have any ships left. So I can push my fleet further out and just keep pummeling them. All right, now I really want to try to get some psionic researchers that have good traits. Like here's one. I'd like for them to be Spark of Genius or what's the other one called? Trying to be choosy. All right, so this one will do for now. Let's go ahead and replace you with him. Sorry, you get fired. There, even better. So these researchers are getting pretty old. I guess I can spark a genius. No, I'd rather have them all be psionic. Well, my research speed for this will be pretty quick, because he is 25% increased for military theory.
Debris analyzed.
So it's going to take quite a bit of hops to... Oh, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to kick my destroyers out of this fleet and have them capture the stuff that I've passed up. I'll even give them their own little admiral. That will work. That's fine by me. 'Cause I don't need those destroyers. You know, my fleet is strong enough to do the conquering enough. And these destroyers will be put to task. Or these corvettes, rather. They're not destroyers. So pretty soon I'm going to have a Star Fortress. It's exciting. Still not that close to the war goals, which is why I'm continually taking the fight.
The spirits have granted us new wisdom.
Let's even destroy their construction ships. Got plasma thruster. Let's get railguns. It's pretty far past due. Alright, our home system. No, this is the home system. Let's get a Star Fortress here going. So the governing, their ethics are shifting here. Maybe because they're being dominated, I'm not quite sure. Maybe they triggered some sort of anomaly of their own. Who just died? One of my older scientists just died. Try to get a apt replacement. Spark of Genius, fine. Could be worse.
The spirits have granted us new wisdom.
Got that railgun I wanted. Better afterburners would be nice. As you can see, capping all this random crap back here really isn't changing the war score at all. Like, literally at all, it's not helping. What I need to do is I need to start capping. They have a lot of planets, and I need to start capturing these planets. And that's going to make the difference. It's kind of strange that I've literally taken everything from these guys and they're not willing to give up. Or just almost everything. I mean, there's like one system left. You'd think that'd be enough, but because their ally is so huge, their ally is propping them up. To kind of an absurd, ridiculous degree. Won't really matter though, because I am pushing that ally. So I just finished Prosperity, which is pretty cool. And now I can get Transcendence. Which makes my people now fully psionic. So as you can see, I have like 20% bonus research speed here. My admirals will have this like nice psychic bonus. All of my people are now psionic, which is really powerful latent ability there. Something I was excited for. And what that will allow me to do is to reach into the Shroud. Not yet, I guess, but pretty soon. Which will give me...
Special project complete.
Oh, hello. Which will give me bonuses depending on luck and chance. There we go. Time to breach the Shroud.
Our champions are making planetfall.
And the Shroud is... I honestly don't know how to describe it, so if you're curious what the Shroud is, you're going to have to Google it.
Updated.
Because I honestly don't know how to describe the Shroud. Alright, time to destroy their civilian ships. It's kind of a dick move. Place them once I've made them a tribute. But I'm okay with that. Alright, so they're about to have no territory left. I also just realized purple is additionally an ally. So that's another reason why they're really propped up. They have 3 allies defending them.
Heathens are invading one of our planets. Our champions have secured a heathen planet. Blasphemers have occupied one of our planets.
So they're just recapping the stuff I've already capped. But I'm about to recap it back.
Complete. Situation log updated.
They had a big old fleet here that I just smushed, which gives me a considerable amount of... Oh, 2 big fleets. This gives me a bunch of war score. So if I look at the war score now, I was at like negative 70 something, and now I'm only negative 7. Basically, they put a lot of skin in the game, and they lost that skin, and now I've skinned them as a result. I did lose a destroyer, but not a big deal.
May the spirits protect them. Our champions have secured a heathen planet. The spirits have granted us new wisdom.
Sentinel point defense. I guess automatic surveying wouldn't be bad. I'm having to queue up all of my searches. Oops. There we go. I'm just repairing this fleet because they're a little damaged before they keep crushing. So we're almost done with this war. I even have my Corvette fleet conquering some stupid territory that doesn't really matter, but doing that anyway. Alright, fully repaired. Let's go capture more planets. So I'm going to go after Bikul and then Reth. And once I capture Reth, that should be enough to put them down. As you can see, my food is decreasing, but I'm about to be able to build a hydroponics. That, and if I wanted to, and I probably should have, let's just do farming. Boom. And then healthcare campaign. Boom. Oh, that's for pop growth. Oops. I didn't need that. My population is fully grown. I will not be getting a single additional pop ever. At least not on purpose.
The spirits have granted us new wisdom.
Capacity overload. Let's get that back. And whatever research. Hyperdrive or advanced shields? I'm going to go hyperdrive. My ships are already pretty strong. I want them to move faster, so that's why I made that decision. This planet isn't very well protected, which is good. I can take it quick.
Our champions are making planetfall. May the spirits protect them.
And our war score, we probably won't even need
complete.
An additional planet. Oh no, we do. Okay. Well, Reth, here I come. You wanted me to fight. I will fight. Alright, so let's go get Hydroponics Bay and fill these up with trading hubs. My anchored station will turn into a Star Fortress now, or my shipyard rather. Alright. You are going to surrender to me. Yes. Done. They are now tributes of me. Brown is, as you can see. And I own backs. And that was by design. Because then I can really immediately demand tribute of white. Being that they were a neighbor, and then subjugate them.
Of the righteous begins.
Pretty mean, honestly, if I was to be fair. If I was smart, I would have probably positioned my forces better, because they have a big army like right at my border, and my army is like my navy rather is deeply embedded into their territory. But whatever. This allows me to expand quickly. So, yeah, my tributes are now paying me even more. That probably makes me pretty definitively the most powerful entity in the galaxy other than the Fallen Empires. Which is awesome. Alright, so they have a big fleet here that's probably going to march against me, so I really need to get ready for that. I'm going to actually hide my little corvette fleet deep in random territory so that they can't destroy it for a war score. And I'll be heading to Sokrum or Skorum. Also, what I should do is make claims. I've already made a claim there. Gonna make a claim here too, which will give me Xandrei, which I'll eventually depopulate, but that puts me on the border of pink. Also, for whatever reason, I can't declare rivals, but that's probably just a game bug. There is still a few game bugs around. There is no debris, so I'm going to go back to surveying. Oh, that's a pretty big starbase there. Be ashamed if someone came and destroyed it. I'm losing a few ships here and there. I lost a few more destroyers. That was a pretty big starbase. But this planet, once again, is not very well defended. So this will go quick.
Our champions are making planetfall. May the spirits protect them.
Now, lucky for me, they have some science here. So even though I just sent my scientist away, he's going to have to teleport back. So even though this empire is bigger, because they don't really have any allies, if you look, it's just me fighting them. Diplomacy, supremacy. Yeah. I'm going to be able to conquer them pretty quickly because of the fact that they just aren't huge. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually queue up my ships. This is a little complicated. Sometimes when you go through a system, you won't actually destroy, you won't actually conquer it. So I'm queuing up my ships to travel through and take territory.
Construction complete.
So now I have the hydroponics, which is nice. I'm not super poor anymore. Man, I'm taking their capital from them. That's kind of mean. I'm surprised they didn't expand their territory. They had a capital here and they just went south. They didn't go east or north.
Debris analyzed.
Okay. So now there is the, what is it, last precursor thing. That warrants my ship to just stop what he's doing and head to EFAL as soon as he researches this debris. So that's pretty important stuff. Head to EFAL. Let's get the precursor crap. And then, they're winning? I don't know about that. That will change pretty soon. Ooh, actually, one more thing I want to make claim on is that system right there. For money reasons. You can build trade stations on Merchant Guild sectors. So I'll be able to make a lot of money if I build a space station there. And because for a single planet empire, Yeah, that's pretty important. Let's stockpile some more food. Now that we have maxed population, there's no reason not to stockpile it. And then my 6K fleet goes up against the 3K fleet. I'll take losses, but the war will heavily tip in my favor as a result.
Construction
I should have had my corvettes ready to throw their weight behind me when I did this, but oh well.
Mining station martyred.
Oh, I see. Oh, these are raiders. Oh, well, that's not my problem. They're getting raided by the marauders right now. Alright, so this is a hell of a fight. So they had a big... I might even lose this. In preparation for losing this, let's go ahead and crank out some more cruisers. I'll have them stay. I just didn't realize they had such a big defense station sitting there. Oh well. Live and learn. I kept the vast majority of my... Oh, let's reach into the shroud. Get a boon to research speed. Nope. Couldn't get it. Not for lack of trying.
Special project complete.
Oop, some enemies just disappeared off the grid.
Special project complete.
Oh, and now I just discovered the Arasian homeworld. So you... Let's give you Map the Stars. And... Where is it? Where is Iras? Oh, really? It's in their territory? Oh, are you kidding me? Well, I'll claim it, but that's kind of annoying.
The spirits have granted us new wisdom.
Now let's get a psionic army. Alright, time to find a Ras. And then let's put our construction ship there too, so we can claim it as soon as we've done surveying it. Our fleet returns in a few months. I'll reinforce them, and then I'll go take Xanadri, or whatever it's called. I don't even care enough to learn its proper name. There they are. Merge with them. Let's just say forget corvettes. And forget adding additional destroyers. Assign like that. Hell, let's just get rid of these corvettes.
Anomaly found.
We're over them corvettes. I'm going to leave the anomalies for now. We'll research them once we're done surveying. The army will have follow the navy. Crank out a few more cruisers. We're already probably strong enough to take that crap back, but I really want to crush. I don't want it to be close. Alright, Arasian homeworld, which means we just got a whole lot of unity. So, claim influence cost reduced. That'd be nice. And in 1 month we'll get warrior mindset. And then we'll get the great game. Nice. Nice, nice, nice.
System survey complete.
Claim the system. Research the anomalies. Get new research. Ooh, 0-point module or reactors. Go ahead and cancel those 2 cruisers because we're going to make the cruisers even better. Upgrade. So the last cruiser is about to get recruited. Or built. Whatever. Built. Cells? Okay. Well, whatever. This science ship can go back to surveying.
Construction complete. Construction complete.
Now I'm going to redesign my cruisers to be stronger. Let's do 2 upgraded afterburners. Nice. And I'm not making corvettes anymore, but we'll do destroyers here. We'll have some railguns. Why not? Give them afterburners as well. We'll upgrade there, and then crank out another cruiser, and that should be enough. Alright, so now we have IRAS, so let's get Arasia. After Arasia, IRAS 3, then IRAS 8. Then it doesn't really matter. He has an interesting name. I have a lot of energy. Maybe I can find better researchers. There's another really good one. Sorry, scientists that I've relied upon for years, you will be fired if found lacking in the Brainium Cranium region. And there is my last one. Hopefully I can find one that isn't, that's Spark of Genius. Ooh, Psychic. Spark of Genius. But I don't want to spend too much time doing this. Let me just unpause the game while I do this. Maniacal. I really wish there was a button to dismiss all of your scientists all at once. Alright, who is fleet? Oh, so they have a fleet recapping some of the stuff I've already capped. Once I upgrade this fleet, it's time to stompy stomp. I've just spent thousands in leader headhunting. There we go, there we go, there we go. Alright, boom. And I'll keep the other one for backup. So I can make 2 more cruisers until I hit cap max. But I'm not going to worry about that, because I need to get to war.
Complete.
So purple never capped these 2, because if they ever tried, the Fallen Empire would murder them. They follow the same rules I do.
Our ships have been improved.
Nice. So we have like a 10k fleet now. And it should be moving pretty quick. In fact, you know what? I'm going to just get rid of these destroyers, because they're slower. Response time is important to me.
System survey complete.
So there's sort of recapping stuff I've already capped. Which,
Construction complete.
I'd be salty about it if I cared, but I don't care, because I'm about to win the war. Mandate unfulfilled. Miner mandate. Good. I'm about to make 4 mining bases. Who wants to open their borders to me? You guys.
Anomaly found.
You're cute.
Construction complete.
And I'll just, anytime I roll a ship off the line, I'll just have them merge with my fleet until my fleet's full. I'll be nice to my tributaries. I'll let them keep the minerals. And see, I'm already there. That was much, much faster, because these ships, as you can see, have really fast sublight speed. So they move rapidly throughout the systems. They move faster than I think my destroyers would. Let's actually check on that. Let's see. So my destroyers move at 241, and the cruisers... Actually, the destroyers would have been... I should have kept them. Not that I regret what I did, but they do move rapidly. Alright, Mr. Deeks. You're getting crushed and gone. Smaller ships do tend to move faster than larger ships. Oh well. Alright, let's just invade.
System survey complete.
It's time to put this war in behind us. Actually, I gotta say, the rest of this war will have to be for next episode, because I am done for this episode. So thank you for tuning in. If you have any comments or feedback or anything, drop me a line, and I'll catch you all next time. Adios, everyone.